In today's video, we cover the most common teacher interview questions you will be asked during your interview. Each answer can be customized to highlight your unique qualifications and experiences. Before your interview, it's important to research the company and review the job description so you can incorporate key skills relevant to the job role in your answers. Question number 1. Why do you want to be a teacher? Interviewers ask the following question to understand your motivations, values, and passion for education. Teaching is a challenging yet deeply rewarding profession, so schools want to know that you are genuinely dedicated to making a difference in the lives of students. Your answer reveals your commitment, enthusiasm, and understanding of the teaching profession, helping them assess if you will be a positive, long-term addition to their staff. I want to be a teacher because I have a deep passion for nurturing young minds and shaping the next generation's future. From a young age, I realized how impactful a great teacher can be. They impart knowledge, inspire confidence, ignite curiosity, and develop character. Throughout my own education, I was fortunate to have teachers who motivated me to achieve more than I thought possible, and I aspire to have that same influence on my students. Teaching for me is about more than lesson plans and curriculum standards. It's about connecting with students individually, understanding their strengths and challenges, and creating a supportive and engaging learning environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to learn. I also love the dynamic nature of education. No 2 days are ever the same, and I enjoy continuously learning new methods to engage students and improve my practice. I believe that teaching is a way to contribute meaningfully to society. I'm excited to dedicate my energy and passion to inspiring the next generation of leaders, thinkers, and problem solvers. Question number 2. What do you love most about teaching? Interviewers ask the following question to gauge your passion for the field and understand what drives you as an educator. Your response reveals your dedication, values, and the impact you hope to have on students, which helps interviewers assess if your teaching philosophy aligns with the institution's culture and mission. What I love most about teaching is the opportunity to inspire and witness the transformative growth of my students. There is something incredibly fulfilling about seeing that moment when a concept clicks for a student, the spark of understanding and the confidence that follows. Being part of that journey, knowing that I played a role in unlocking potential and fostering curiosity, is deeply rewarding. I also cherish the relationships I build with my students. Each brings unique perspectives and challenges that keep me learning and evolving as an educator. The classroom is a dynamic environment. I enjoy adapting my methods to meet different learning styles, making education accessible and engaging for everyone. Beyond academics, teaching allows me to mentor and guide students as they develop life skills and a sense of purpose, knowing that I contribute to their future success and well-being. Question number 3. What's your teaching style or philosophy? Interviewers ask about your teaching style or philosophy to understand how you approach educating and engaging students. They want to assess whether your methods align with the school's culture and educational values, and whether you can adapt to different learning needs while fostering an inclusive and supportive classroom environment. My teaching philosophy centers on creating a student-centered and inclusive classroom environment. I believe in the power of differentiated instruction to meet the diverse needs of students. This means using various teaching strategies, such as group projects, hands-on activities, and individualized learning plans to engage students and cater to different learning styles. I focus on making content relevant to students' lives and encouraging critical thinking and problem-solving skills. I emphasize building strong relationships with my students based on trust and respect so they feel safe to express their ideas and learn from their mistakes. I also value continuous reflection and professional growth. I regularly assess the effectiveness of my teaching methods and welcome feedback from students and colleagues. This allows me to adapt and refine my approach, ensuring I always provide the best possible learning experience. For example, I might use formative assessments to gauge student understanding in real time, making necessary adjustments to my lesson plans to ensure everyone stays on track. My goal is to inspire a love of learning, foster curiosity, and equip students with the skills they need to succeed beyond the classroom. Question number 4. How would you handle a student you found difficult to teach? Interviewers ask this question to assess your ability to manage challenging classroom situations and to understand your strategies for ensuring that all students, regardless of their differences, have the opportunity to succeed. They are also looking for evidence of your problem-solving skills, your commitment to student growth, and your ability to adapt teaching methods to meet the diverse needs of learners. In my experience, I've found that every student has the potential to learn and thrive, but it often requires tailoring my teaching methods to suit their needs. If I encountered a student I found challenging to teach, my first step would be to seek to understand the root cause of the challenge. I would observe their behavior, communicate with the student to understand their perspective, and review any relevant academic or social records that could shed light on the issue. For instance, if the difficulty stemmed from a lack of engagement, I would work on making the material more relatable and interactive, perhaps by incorporating their interests into lessons or using technology to make learning more engaging. If the challenge were behavioral, I'd implement positive reinforcement and set clear expectations, collaborating with parents and school counselors if needed. I would use differentiated instruction for students struggling academically, offering one-on-one support, visual aids, or breaking down concepts into manageable parts. Regular check-ins with the student would help monitor their progress. I'd be open to adjusting my approach based on their feedback and performance. I believe collaboration is key. I would reach out to fellow teachers or specialists to share best practices and ideas. For example, in a previous experience with a student who had difficulty focusing, I collaborated with a special education teacher and discovered that using kinesthetic learning strategies made a significant difference. I remain patient, flexible, and committed, continuously reflecting on my teaching methods and ensuring I'm creating an environment where every student can succeed. Hey, before we continue, I want to introduce you to my #1 recommendation for making money online. We're here in the official Local Marketing Vault Facebook group, and if you're tired of working for someone and the 9-to-5 grind, this program is right for you. You don't need any previous experience, technical skills, and capital to get started. Just look at what some people made from simple 2-page websites that generate leads to local businesses. Also, here's my most recent payment from the Local Marketing Vault transferred to my bank account just last week. To learn more and quit the 9-to-5 grind, click the link below and watch the free training video. Question number 5. How do you like to communicate and build relationships with parents? Interviewers ask how you like to communicate and build relationships with parents to assess your approach to fostering homeschool collaboration. They want to see if you understand the importance of engaging parents in their child's education and whether you can establish effective partnerships to support student success. I believe that open and consistent communication is key to building strong relationships with parents. I like to establish clear lines of communication at the start of the school year by sharing my contact information, classroom expectations, and a detailed outline of what the year will look like. I typically send home a welcome letter or host a meet and greet session so parents can feel connected and informed from day one. Throughout the year, I use a variety of methods, such as weekly newsletters, email updates, and phone calls, to keep parents informed about classroom activities and their child's progress. I make it a point to be available and approachable. I encourage parents to reach out with questions or concerns and am proactive about scheduling conferences if I notice a student struggling or excelling beyond expectations. In these conversations, I aim to be a good listener and a supportive partner, making sure parents feel heard and included in decisions affecting their child. By building trust and demonstrating that I value their input, I create a collaborative atmosphere where parents and I work together to support the student's development and learning. Question number 6. What activities, community initiatives interest you? Interviewers ask this question to understand your values, interests, and how you engage with your community. They want to see if your passions align with the company's culture and if you bring a sense of social responsibility or teamwork to your role. It also helps them gauge your commitment to meaningful activities outside of work, which can reflect positively on your character. I am deeply passionate about education and mentorship programs that empower youth and underserved communities. For example, I've been actively involved with a local literacy initiative that helps elementary students improve their reading skills. I dedicate a few hours each week to working one-on-one with children, which not only enhances their academic potential, but also builds their confidence. This experience has been incredibly rewarding and has strengthened my belief in the power of education as a tool for long-term change. I'm interested in environmental cleanup efforts. I regularly participate in community cleanup days organized by local environmental groups where we focus on preserving green spaces. These activities not only make a tangible difference but also foster a sense of community and shared purpose, contributing to initiatives that drive growth. Education and environmental responsibility is important to me, and I always look for ways to be part of positive change. Question number 7. How do you evaluate grade students? Interviewers ask this question to understand your approach to assessment, which reflects your teaching philosophy and ability to measure student learning effectively. They want to gauge whether you use fair and consistent practices while also being mindful of diverse learning styles and needs. When evaluating and grading students, I believe in a comprehensive and balanced approach that takes into account both formative and summative assessments. I start by setting clear, measurable learning objectives and ensuring students understand the criteria for success. Formative assessments, such as quizzes, class discussions, or reflection journals, are used regularly to gauge student understanding and provide timely feedback. This allows me to identify areas where students may need more support and to adjust my instruction accordingly. Summative assessments, like projects, presentations, or exams, are used at the end of a unit to measure the depth of students' understanding and the skills they've developed. I also value differentiated assessment, recognizing that students learn and express their understanding in various ways. For instance, I might give students a choice between writing an essay, creating a visual presentation, or participating in a structured debate to demonstrate their grasp of key concepts. I incorporate self-assessment and peer assessment opportunities to empower students to take ownership of their learning and reflect on their progress. My goal is to ensure grading is transparent, aligned with learning objectives, and supportive of continuous growth, fostering both academic skills and a love for learning. Question number 8. Tell me about a time when you worked with a team to solve a problem. Interviewers ask this question to evaluate your collaboration and problem-solving skills, as well as to understand how you contribute to achieving a shared goal. They are interested in seeing your ability to communicate, listen, and work efficiently with a team, especially when faced with challenges. Don't forget to customize the answer by adding your personal work experience and skills. In my previous role as a project coordinator at XYZ Company, our team was tasked with launching a new marketing campaign for a product within a very tight deadline. Shortly after we began, we discovered that the design assets we needed from an external partner were delayed, which threatened the campaign's launch. Instead of panicking, I organized an emergency team meeting to brainstorm possible solutions. During our discussion, I actively listened to everyone's ideas and made sure that quieter members also had a chance to contribute. One team member suggested that we could create a set of interim design assets internally to keep our timeline on track, which we all agreed was the best approach. I then volunteered to work closely with our in-house design team to develop these temporary assets and made sure to provide regular updates to the rest of the group. By collaborating and pooling our skills, we successfully completed the campaign on time. The interim assets we created turned out to be so effective that they were even used in future marketing efforts. This experience taught me the power of staying composed, communicating openly, and trusting each team member's expertise in problem-solving situations. Question number 9. How do you use technology in the classroom? Interviewers ask about your use of technology in the classroom to understand how you integrate digital tools to enhance learning and engage students. They also want to gauge your familiarity with modern educational practices and your adaptability to evolving technological trends, ensuring you can prepare students for a technology-driven world. Technology has become an essential part of education, and I integrate it in ways that enrich student learning and engagement. One of the primary ways I use technology is through interactive platforms like Google Classroom, where I post assignments, facilitate discussions, and give feedback in real time. This not only keeps students organized but also fosters collaboration beyond the physical classroom. I use multimedia resources such as educational videos and interactive simulations to bring abstract concepts to life, making learning more tangible and relatable. For example, in a science lesson about ecosystems, I might use a virtual simulation that lets students manipulate variables to see the impact on different species, promoting hands-on learning. I also leverage formative assessment tools like Kahoot or Quizzes to create fun, gamified quizzes that provide immediate feedback to students and give me insights into their understanding. This data allows me to tailor my instruction to meet individual needs. For students who require additional support, I utilize adaptive learning software that provides personalized practice and challenges. Beyond that, I encourage students to explore digital research skills, teaching them how to critically evaluate online sources and use technology responsibly. Technology is a means to enhance engagement, differentiate instruction, and prepare students for a tech-centric world. I believe that when used thoughtfully, it transforms the classroom into a dynamic, interactive environment that meets the needs of all learners. And finally, here's the last question in part 1 of this series. Question number 10. Tell me about a time when you faced a difficult challenge. Interviewers ask this question to understand how you handle difficult situations, assess your problem-solving skills, and evaluate your resilience. They want to know if you can think critically and persevere under pressure while demonstrating the ability to learn from challenging experiences. One of the most difficult challenges I faced was when I was assigned to lead a major project that was falling behind schedule at my previous job. The project involved multiple teams, and communication had broken down, causing delays and misunderstandings. I realized I had to address the communication gaps quickly to turn things around. I scheduled a series of alignment meetings where each team outlined their progress and challenges, which helped bring transparency to the issues at hand. From there, I implemented a structured communication plan that included weekly updates and a shared project tracker to keep everyone on the same page. I facilitated a workshop to improve cross-departmental collaboration, focusing on shared goals and responsibilities. Despite initial resistance, team members became more engaged as they saw the value of these changes. By staying committed to open dialogue and adaptive planning, we managed to complete the project 2 weeks ahead of the new deadline. This experience taught me the importance of proactive communication and adaptability when faced with challenges. It reinforced the idea that with a collaborative and transparent approach, even the most complex problems can be solved efficiently. If you want to learn more on how to land jobs and reach your career goals, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification button to get new videos every single week. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because that motivates me to keep doing what I do. Stay safe, keep smiling, and good luck.